Hey guys, it's Gavin from Active Life Conditioning, and we're going to bring you another follow along at home workout today. Remember, if you're liking these videos, please let us know by giving us a thumbs up with that like button. And you can also follow us on Instagram, that's at Active Life Conditioning, and my personal account is at Custom Fit Wellness Canada. Alright, thanks for watching and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so here we go. If you're watching, that means that you are committed, so you can no longer stop this video. You're going to have to suffer through this with me. For today's workout, what we're going to be needing is just a single kettlebell or a single dumbbell. Okay, so you can use either one. I'll demonstrate the exercises with each one so you can see how it looks, and we're going to be going through a little bit of a complex. But first, we're going to start off with a little bit of a warm-up, and then we're going to break into those movements afterward. Okay, so let's start things off. First, we're going to get into our ankle mobility a little bit, stretching out those calf muscles. So we're going to come down to a half kneeling position. We're going to clamp this foot into the ground nice and tight. So you can take both hands, go over top of that knee here, and press it into the ground and glide forward over top of that ankle, or you can use your body weight, which I prefer, to cinch in and use that weight to glide over top of that ankle. So what I'm doing when I'm gliding over top of this ankle is I'm going to be using these shin muscles to pull myself forward and glide as far as I can using those muscles and sinking that heel backward. And then I'm going to be pushing through the ground actively to come back out of that position. So I'm using those muscles to pull myself in and out of the position, so it's not just a passive rock back and forth. So we're going to do about 5 glides on each ankle to start off. Stick with my tempo and follow along. So I'm driving this guy down, pulling myself into it nice and slow, sinking in nice and deep, and then I'm going to glide back. So there's one, good, pulling myself forward again, nice easy glide, getting as deep as I can. Then I'm gliding backward. And once again, into it. This is number 3. Beautiful. And for me, I get to start to feel that ankle loosen up a little bit around that 3rd rep. 4th rep, I can get a little bit deeper. Starting to feel really nice. And here's that 5th rep. Awesome. And everything starts to come together for me. So we're going to quickly switch sides here. Again, clamping that foot into the ground. Getting my weight into that thigh, pulling myself down into it, and then pressing through and gliding out. So again, pulling myself down into it as far as I can, driving that heel backwards, pressing back out. Number 3 here, gliding in. Excellent. Pressing back out of it. Here's number 4, starting to squeeze. This is my tighter ankle. I feel like I might need an extra one on this side, but we'll stick with the 5 reps here, just to keep things even for you guys. Awesome. So after that, we're going to move up into our long climbers. So the long climbers, I'm going to show you from this angle. We're going to be starting off in a plank position, and what we're going to do is we're going to take that foot, bring it all the way up, right beside your hand if you can. From here, I don't want to see you guys arching up or arced up through your back here. What I want to see is a nice long position from the crown of your head all the way down to that back heel. So I'm nice and proud with my chest, and I'm getting as tall as I can. So I'm going to hold that position for 3 or 4 seconds. I'm going to place my leg back, and I'm going to switch with the opposite side. Getting nice, long, and tall. Holding that position a few seconds, and then once again, the opposite side. So I want to lean into this a little bit, get comfortable, stretch out all those muscles involved. So right here, we're on to number 4. We're going to do a few more here and get everything nice and loose. Awesome. Good. And we're going to do one more on each side as we start to sink into it. Everything starts to loosen up a little bit and feel a little bit more rubbery, which is what we're looking for. Beautiful. So we're going to take that movement, advance it a little bit, and we're going to do a stationary Spider-Man sort of thing with it. So with this one, show you guys from the front angle first. Same idea. We're going to start off in that front support position. We're going to bring that left foot up and get nice and long. From here, I'm going to grab a hold of these toes. I'm going to rock back, straighten that leg, come back down. I'm going to place this hand down, and I'm actually going to turn this way, glide up to the ceiling, whoop, reach for it, and then slowly come back down. Then I'm going to switch legs, do the same thing. Get nice and long, rock back, place my hand back down on the ground, twist, reach up to the ceiling, and come back down. So I'll give you guys a side view of that as well. Here we go. So we're getting nice and long. Make sure that you sink into that position first before you do that rock back and glide. And we're reaching up to the ceiling and down, sinking in, rocking back, and then that rotation up to the ceiling. So we'll do a couple more of these on each side and try and stick with my pace and my tempo. So you don't want to rush ahead and you don't want to be going super slow either, because the whole point of this, of course, is to warm up those tissues and get you ready for the real work ahead. Awesome. Beautiful. Perfect. So there we go. So once we've done that, what we're going to do is from that front support position, what we're going to do is we're going to take that one foot, bring it up beside the hand. We're going to take the other foot, bring it up beside the hand again, sinking those hips down so we're in sort of a monkey squat position here. From here, I'm going to take about 10 seconds to slowly come out of this position. So stick with my tempo. Clamp those feet into the ground. Make sure you have good, even foot contact and drive out of those hips. So here we go. Nice and tall from the crown of my head down to my tailbone. We're squeezing up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Let's go back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How about one more just to make sure you got it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Sink. One last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. I should put a little bit of heat into those legs. So now we're in the standing position. We're going to do a nice little stretch for the lateral lines of your body. So from here, maybe about hip width apart with your feet, hip to shoulder width apart. And you're going to take one hand, hook into that wrist. You're going to pull it up to the ceiling, and then you're going to bow to the side. So from here, I want to open up the side. My hips are going to go this way. I'm going to be pulling my wrist the opposite way and arcing over the side. And then from here, I'm just going to look underneath that armpit a little bit and take a few nice deep breaths and get that beautiful stretch. Excellent. Slowly come out of that. Do the exact same thing on the opposite side. So hook that wrist, stretch that arm up, bow those hips, and pull that arm down to the opposite side. Look underneath the armpit and just enjoy it. Take a few nice deep breaths. Awesome. All right, so we'll come out of that position. And we'll just do a few things to get into our shoulder girdle so that those are nice and warm as well. So we'll start off here, that hip width apart with the feet, and all we're going to do is slowly articulate, exploring the entire range of that shoulder joint. So we'll start off with one arm. As you're arcing up, I want you to take that fingertip, drive it forward as far as possible. Keep going with it. Think of reaching, 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 reaching. You're going to get to the very top position here. Once you're at the top, reach a little bit further before you start to turn that hand and arc around. Here, I'm thinking of drawing that shoulder blade towards my spine as I rotate around and slowly come through. So stick with my tempo on this one here. It's supposed to be slow and controlled, deliberate motions, okay? So once again, I'm reaching with that fingertip once I get to that top position, reaching a little bit further, giving my blade some space, and the shoulder some space to clear through as I articulate around. And one more time on this side, same thing. Reaching with that fingertip, getting it as tall as possible. Good, reach a little higher, articulate around, and slowly come through nice and controlled. Other side, same thing. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Remember guys, stick with my tempo. Try not to rush this. We get to the top, reach a little further. Gonna arc that shoulder blade around, thinking of drawing it towards my spine as I come through. So same thing again. We're on to rep number 2 on this side. Reaching, reaching, reaching with that fingertip. I get as high as I can, and then boop, a little bit higher, all the way around, arcing. Good, and slowly coming through. I'd like to try and keep my chest as stable as possible and not really twist through my hips. I can get a little bit of rotation out of the T-spine area, but I don't want to get too much because I want to get more out of that shoulder joint. Awesome. And there's the last articulation there. So that's going to get a little bit of heat and a little bit of stretch into some of those muscles and priming us up. Now we're going to get into some calf raises, okay? So we want to get the ankles and feet nice and warm, and we're going to start off with our feet together. So with these guys, try and get your ankle bones together if you can. Some of you may not because of anatomical disadvantages, but that's okay if you can. The key is to try not to let your ankles roll out at all when you're doing these. So we want to be going up, driving through the big toes, and then slowly coming down. So try to keep the feet as even as possible. We're going to go for 20 repetitions at my tempo. Let's go for it. So all the way up, 1, nice and controlled down, 2, 3, 4, keep those ankles pinned together, 6, 7, 8, and driving through those big toes, and there's 10, here's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, nice controlled, deliberate movements, there's 19, and 20, awesome. We're going to take these feet, make a little pie shape or duck shape with it. Once again, I want to keep these ankle bones pinned together if I can. So as I come up, I don't want my ankles to splay like that. I want to try and keep them together as I drive through those big toes. Same idea. Let's go for 20 repetitions. Follow my tempo, drive through those big toes. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Staying nice and tall, drawing that head up through the ceiling, all the way down to that tailbone. There's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Make sure those ankles aren't rolling out. 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, give it a quick little shake out. I know my calves are starting to get hot from that. Now here we go. The last one's going to be your pigeon. So same thing with this. We want to keep those big toes together, but as you go up, you don't want those ankles to be rolling out. We want to try to keep them nice and even with it. So here we go, keeping those legs straight, nice and tall through the crown of that head, down to those feet, and up we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Try not to race through it. There's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, almost there, 18, 19, and 20. Perfect. So now we've got some blood flowing in those foot muscles as well as those calves, which is perfect because it's going to set us up for our little bit of aerobic warm up here, which we're gonna get into. So I'm gonna remove my goggles for this one. If you need a little sip of water, I suggest that you grab that now before we get into this next thing. So what we're gonna be doing is pseudo skipping. So you're gonna pretend you have a rope. If you do have a rope, maybe you can use it, but I'm gonna just pretend. So we're gonna start off with just some nice little hops here. So I want to stay tight through my core as I'm hopping. I'm bouncing off of my toes and my forefoot here, and I'm keeping everything nice and tight. So I'm not absorbing each jump here. It's just a nice quick little hop. So we're going to start off here with these quick little hops. Try and keep the ankles together again. Don't let them roll out. Give you guys a side profile. So you guys are sticking with me here at this tempo. And now what we're going to do is we're going to just bounce one foot to the other, one foot to the other, nice and smooth. All right, keep breathing, staying nice and tall. We always want to have nice posture while we're doing this. And we're going to just hang out for a little bit. Try and get that heart rate a little bit elevated so we have good circulation for the metabolic part. All right, so now let's ramp it up a little bit. We're going to go high knees for about 10 seconds. Ready? And go. Nice and fast. Get those knees up. Couple more seconds. And back down. Just that regular trot. Couple seconds. We'll hit those high knees again. Ready? Here we go. Nice and tall. Knees up. Keep them up. Good. Nice and light on those toes. And back down. Nice little trot. Let's go for that one more time. Ready? Here we go. And up tall. Good. Keep it going. A little bit longer. Nice and high. And down. Little trot. Kind of come down from that a little. And we can stop. All right. So that's it for the warm-up section. I'm going to go through each of the individual movements of the kettlebell or dumbbell complex, and then we'll get started. Okay guys, like I mentioned earlier, you're going to need either a single dumbbell or kettlebell of the appropriate weight for you. So we're not going to be changing weights around with this. All you're going to do is you're going to pick a weight that's going to be good for all of the exercises. I'm going to demonstrate things with the dumbbell. And then when I do the actual workout, I'm actually going to use a kettlebell so they get to see both variations. Okay? So we're going to start things off with an isometric reverse lunge with a goblet position with the dumbbell. So with the dumbbell, it's going to look like this. You're holding the bell up close to your chest. So same idea with the kettlebell. From here, you're going to step back thinking of sinking down. We're holding this lower position. We're going to hang out there for your 5 seconds before coming up. We're going to do the same thing on the same leg for each of the repetitions that we're going to do. When you're doing this, we're going to keep those long bones aligned, making sure that that knee doesn't cave in or bow out too far. We'd like to see it staying in line with your hip and your foot throughout. Watch out for the foot. Make sure that that doesn't rotate in on you, and make sure it doesn't duck out too far. So relatively straightforward with that as well. You want to see square hips with the shoulders and everything stacked from the crown of the head down to that tailbone as you sink in nice and deep and come out of it. Okay? Next movement that we're going to do after that is going to be your switch plyo lunge. So we'll actually throw the weight aside for that, and we're going to start off at about a 90-90 position. We're going to explode out of it, land back down. So we're just going to switch, and we're going to use it at this tempo back and forth. Ideally, We want to have a nice simultaneous switch with the legs, so you're not stepping through like this, okay? That can be a modification if you're finding the complete switch difficult, but ideally try and just do a nice seamless switch jump like that. Next movement, we're going to go with your single arm isometric row. So we're going to bend over, hinging at the hips, good even pressure on my feet. From here, I'm going to row up, pausing in this position for my 5 seconds, then slowly coming down. So we'll do all of the repetitions on that one side first, and then we're going to move straight in to just a regular row. We're going to use that tempo for it. So we're going to pre-fatigue things with the isometric, and then we're going to get into the full row afterward. So with that motion, as I'm driving up, thinking of driving my elbow back up towards the ceiling, I'm not going to go so far that my shoulder starts to rotate forward. So that'll be a little bit different for everybody, the height, but you want to make sure that you're pulling the shoulder blade back towards the spine as far as you can, and then locking in to that top position before slowly coming down. Try not to think of coming up to your shoulder. You want to pull back more towards the hip than up into the shoulder for this one. Next exercise, we're going to do a single leg hip bridge. So with the weight, what that's going to look like is you're going to place it on top of your hips, and from here you can either have your leg bent or you can have it straight. You can also opt not to use the weight for this if you like, or you can do it with 2 feet. So with 2 feet, you'd be bridging up, pressing through the ground. So I'm not pushing back away from me, I'm squeezing my heels towards my butt and pressing through the ground. I'm going to hold that position for your 5 seconds. So I'm going to show you the single leg variation from here, driving through the ground, holding up that position. So I want to try to keep my hips and shoulders nice and square with one another for this movement as well. From there, we're going to go into a kettlebell swing or dumbbell swing. So for this one, you're going to grab the dumbbell if that's what you're using. Nice tall position from the crown of your head down to that tailbone. You're going to think of driving through the ground and thrusting as if you're jumping up to the ceiling. So it's not a forward thrust with the hips, it's more of a press through the ground and jump up motion that you're going to do with that. So with the dumbbell, from here, we're going to drop back and pop. So I'm thinking of jumping up to the ceiling and I'm hinging at the hips as I'm doing that swing. And you want to put all you can into that pop, okay? Show a little bit of a side view. So from here, nice neutral spine, going to draw back and pop up with those hips, staying super tall, okay? So that's going to be your kettlebell variation or your dumbbell swing variation. Then we're going to go into your push-up. So from here, you're getting down, hands and knees. You can use your knees if you'd like to, or you're going to be on your toes. The isometric version is we're slowly coming down, touching the chest, and then pausing. About 4-6 inches off the mat before coming up. Slowly repeating that, same thing, back up before we complete our full repetitions at about this tempo. Okay? And that's it. And then we're going to cycle through that a couple of times. And it's going to feel so good. You're going to be so happy that you stayed committed. Okay? Make sure you get your sip of water if you need it. And then we're going to get started. All right, are you guys ready to have a good time? Make sure you get your tunes on in the background before we start. Unfortunately, I can't have my Journey playing in the background or my awesome 90s mix because YouTube will pick up the music in the background and then there's a copyright claim. But you guys, make sure you've got it going on. It's going to give you that energy that you need to get through this. So let's start it off. We're going to be going with those isometric reverse lunges, 5-second holds, 5 reps each leg. So nice and easy. So let's pick that weight up into that goblet position, clamping that front foot into the ground and sinking down. Here we go. Down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Think of pulling yourself down into that position as opposed to just dropping. 5. And I think this is number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. Awesome. Switch sides. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good front foot contact. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. And think of it as more of a sink down, then a step back. 4, 5. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. I'm going to put that bell down. Going into these switch lunges. 20 is the magic number. Ready? Starting off here, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Woo! All right. Moving forward into those bent over rows. 5-second holds, 5 reps, and then we do 5 reps with the same arm immediately after before switching. Ready? Here we go. So nice neutral spine, and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squared hips and shoulders. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice and long with my spine. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 full reps. Stick with my tempo here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. So we'll switch sides, take a couple seconds, breathe, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. All right, we're going into single leg hip bridging. Isometrics. So optional again, 2 legs, 1 leg, and no weights. So here we go. Pressing through the ground, bridging up, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. And up. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly down. Switching sides. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly down. Beautiful. Okay. Let's get into these swings. We're going to go for 10 of them. Okay? Starting off, get into that nice power stance position. So for this, maybe shoulder width to slightly wider for it. Toes slightly out. Remember, through the ground and think of up as opposed to thrusting forward. Okay? Here we go. And back. 1, 2, hip hinge. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Push-up time. Isometrics, 5 repetitions, 5-second holds before finishing off with our 5 full reps. So hands, spread those fingers. We're going to be anywhere from shoulder width, maybe slightly wider. Watch out for those elbows flaring out to the sides or you shrugging the shoulders. So stay nice and proud and get corkscrewing into the ground with these. And here we go. Chest to the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one with the hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the way up, 5 full ones. Stick with my tempo here. 1, 2, 3. Tight through the core. 4 and 5. Beautiful. So we're going to take 90 seconds of rest here. Give you a little bit of recovery time. And then we're going to cycle through that again. Starting off with those isometric reverse lunges. All right. How you guys feeling so far? You feel good? Awesome. Hopefully you got that music bumping in the background. For me, there's a little bit of Separate Ways playing in my head right now. And it is good. Okay, so some nice deep breaths. Walk around if you need to. Shake it off. Hopefully you got a little bit of a sweat going on. I know that I do. Some heavy breathing as well. It is damn hard to talk while doing these exercises. So hopefully you're not carrying on a conversation with your partner. So we got about 30 more seconds of rest here. It's pretty generous with the rest time. If you guys want to cut that down to a 1-minute rest time, you can. Preferably if you're using the right weight, you should need a little bit of a rest between these circuits. So if you don't, you probably need to amp up the weight a little bit. Grab one little last sip of water, and then we'll get things cracking again. And there's our time. So here we go. That reverse lunge, isometric, sink into it. Down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice squared up hips and shoulders. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's important to note, I'm not leaning forward into this lunge, keeping everything stacked from my head down to my hips. Opposite leg. And here we go. Sink down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Weight aside. We got to get into those switch lunges. Okay, so here we go. 20 is that magic number. And here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Woo! All right. Here we go. The rows. Couple deep breaths. And away we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Beautiful. Couple deep breaths, and then we'll switch sides. Okay? And let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Okay, let's get into those hip bridges. So weight on that hip. Remember, you're pressing through the ground with your foot, thinking of curling that heel in towards your butt a little bit as you do it. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. And up. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And we'll switch sides. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Square hips and shoulders. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, driving through the ground. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, and making a nice, long, clean line. 3, 4, 5. Perfect. All right. And we're going to get into these swings. So remember, we're driving up as opposed to forward. And here we go. Hip pin drive. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Perfect. And here we go. The isometric push-ups. Goggles off for that. Head's getting slick. Okay. Right up onto the toes, shoulders, in line with those hands. Here we go. Chest down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keeping that core tight. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Now you're sticking with my tempo here. 1, 2, full depth. 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. Okay, here we go. Another 90 seconds of rest. And then we might as well do that one more time. So we have a total of 3 rounds. If you wish to repeat it another 1 or 2 times after that, please feel free. Good. Grab a few sips of water if you need it. Keep moving during your rest time. Try not just to keel over and slouch. Keep the rib cage open. Right now, I have a little bit of a Natalie Imbruglia torn going on in my head. I know, sounds amusing. It's keeping me going. What song do you have on? Alright. We got about 10 seconds before we break into our last round. Get a few nice big deep breaths in again, and then we'll get started. And there's your time. So if you need to lose the weight at this point, you can. If you need to increase the weight, you can also do that. But hopefully you started with a sufficient weight and you're continuing on with that. Ready? Here we go. Sinking in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Take a second or two, then we'll switch sides and get into the other one. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Lose the weight. And we're going to get into these switch lunges. Okay, I'll probably lose my goggles. So put those to the sides. Remember, 20 is that magic number. Here we go. And up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Whoo! All right. Here we go. Getting in to the bent over rows. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stick with my tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. Couple quick deep breaths. Then we're switching sides, getting into the other one. Ready? And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stick with my tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Beautiful. All right, let's get down to these hip bridges. So remember, you have the 2-foot option available to you as well as a single leg and the no weight. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Okay. And switching the sides up. Ready for it? Neither am I. But here we go. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And up. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. And up. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Up. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Okay. Getting into that home stretch. We're getting into these swings. Ready for it? 10 repetitions. Easy, staying nice and tall. Keep the spine neutral. Think about being long, crown of that head, down to that tailbone. I don't know how many times I need to repeat that, but I say it a lot because nobody ever does it. So just do it. All right, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. All right. Here we go. Push-ups. Let's rock and roll with these guys. If you need to modify, go for the modification. Otherwise, struggle through it. Make sure that your form is good though. Okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Full extension of those elbows. Chest to the ground. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tight through that core. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Here we go. 5 reps. Stick with my tempo. Almost home free. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chest to the ground. 5. Beautiful. All right. And you survived. So what we'll get you to do now is relax. Knees bent, flat on your back, keeping that spine nice and neutral. One hand on the stomach, one hand on the chest. You want to take some nice deep breaths. When you're doing this, you want to try and get the hand on your stomach to elevate just before the one on your chest. You want to think of breathing deep all the way down to that tailbone, then expanding your ribs, and then expanding your chest. So full body breath. Think about filling your entire body with air. Good. And just relax with it. Notice what's moving in your body as you breathe and what's not. Can you feel your breath going into your back, or is it just going into your stomach? You want to try to even that out. The air should circulate through you fully and evenly. So keep doing those nice deep breaths. Take as much time as you need to down there. Once again, if you guys have comments or feedback for us, you have our contact details, let us know what's going on. Thank you so much for enjoying, and we'll see you next time. Again, smash that like button if you enjoyed this video, okay? Thank you, and take care.